You've heard the advice 100 times. Just be confident. Don't care what people think. But here's the truth. If you actually don't care what your crush thinks, or what her family thinks, or what the people around you feel when you walk into a room, you're not an alpha. You're a liability. And this lie might be the very thing holding you back from the love, respect, and life you actually want. Not caring is often confused with strength, but in reality, it's emotional laziness. These self-proclaimed alpha males preach emotional detachment, indifference, and delusional self-importance. Confidence is meaningless if it's not backed by value, competence, character, and contribution. Acting like you don't care what your crush, her family, or even society thinks is exactly why you're not taken seriously. A man who truly doesn't care what anyone thinks becomes a burden and a delusional, pathetic man, not a blessing. The so-called alpha male movement is filled with emotional avoidance. They call it confidence. But in reality, it's just a cope. It's a way to dodge responsibility, to avoid growth. Don't care what anyone thinks? Cool. That also means you'll never build meaningful relationships, never earn trust, and never lead people who matter. Let's be real. Confidence is not about pretending you're untouchable. It's about being so solid, so valuable, and so emotionally mature that even criticism can't shake you. Your crush or dream woman absolutely cares, and you should too. You're not trying to impress a wall. You're trying to bond with a beautiful, emotionally intelligent woman who wants to feel safe, seen, and supported. She notices how you carry yourself. She watches how you treat others. She feels the kind of energy you bring into her life. You want her to take you seriously? Then take your reputation seriously. Your confidence should reflect who you are, not just who you pretend to be. Reputation is everything. Your reputation is your social credit score. It's the invisible currency you carry into every room. And trust me, women are highly tuned into that. Her friends talk. Her parents notice. Even your vibe online speaks louder than you think. Don't aim to be feared or idolized. Aim to be respected, valued, and trusted. That's what builds long-term desire. Be a blessing, not a burden. Here's the mindset shift. Stop trying to be alpha. Start becoming a blessing to your crush, woman, and also others around you. Be the man whose presence brings peace, whose habits build legacy, and whose words uplift those around him. That's the kind of man high-value or high-quality women want to commit to. That's the kind of man communities elevate. That's the kind of man who wins, without pretending to not care. Seriously, guys, the whole mindset cope of not caring what others think is just ridiculous. Like, for example, that special girl you strongly have been eyeballing for a long time. Dude, this is potentially the love of your life, the mother of your children, and more. And let's not forget her parents and friends and her community. They do talk a lot about many things. And yes, they will be talking about you as well. The impression you give, how they perceive or judge you based on appearances, personality, character, and mannerism. I'm not saying you need to be a gigachad, but you do need to put in effort, care on your health, skin, hair, clothes, and hygiene. You also need to be a decent and likable human being too, such as being kind, caring, and respectful towards everyone. They do take account how you treat others and what kind of person you are. So cut out this not caring what others think about you. It's just rebellious and also leads to people in the community losing trust and reputation on you. I'm also not saying you should be a people pleaser or be worried or cautious on what a random, toxic, or fake people thinks. But what matters is your community, your crush, family, boss, and so on. What they are thinking or perceiving about you does matter. Like, what if your crush hears about you being a creepy weirdo to people, or that you are just a player, from say her peers, parents, community, and so forth? You can keep telling yourself that I don't care what others think, nonsense, or this, oh, but there's plenty of fish in the sea cope. Actually, no, there is not that many fish in the sea, you moron. Think about it. Firstly, there's only about 7% of less of women that are high value or high quality. Same thing. Not to mention if you have a specific type or just more selective. I will be doing a video and example on this. There's plenty of fish in the sea nonsense cope. And guys, yes, you should be going for high-quality or niche women, not modern or low-quality Karens. You will get burnt. I already go over this. The links are in the description below. And don't let other people tell you that it's no big deal if you get rejected. It can be, but you need to be smart. And I'm not saying that you can just avoid rejection. Typically, it's bound to happen. Like, for example, she may already have a boyfriend, husband, or kids. Or you may not be her type, like phenotypes and so on. But it's your job to try and reduce the changes of getting rejected, like I will be going over this video. And it's not always your looks. It can be your character as well. Like if you are a low-trusted or creepy weirdo dude. Guess what? You just fried out your chances. And yes, guys, I used to be a very weird, creepy dude myself back in the day. Until I turned to God, and God has helped me see things differently now. Back in the day, I didn't know any better. Guys, it's not just looks. It's also your reputation and how others perceive you.
You stay away from my daughter, you predator. Do you understand that, mister?
You better make sure that your reputation is urgently on point. And you better care what she thinks, what her family thinks, her community thinks. You better be intelligent, you better be educated, you better be careful. You better be look-maxed, or at least into a niche to the type of girl you are going for. You better be dressed or presented well, at all cost. You better not make her feel uncomfortable. Otherwise, you will get burnt up. She may end up telling her friends, family, community. When it comes to high value, or the young innocent girl niche, these girls can be very sensitive, and sometimes it doesn't take much to make them uncomfortable. And no, it's not just about solely your looks. Although your looks is a part of it, it's also your reputation, how you behave as well. Also, don't be that guy who seeks to just sleep around, or just seeks sex and nothing else. You will scare away the high-quality and innocent niche girls away from you. It will destroy your reputation and yes, about how others think about you. And let's just say you do stop being that sleazy guy. You stop trying to be that sleazy guy who used to try to get in women's pants. On women after women. You finally started to be serious. And actually started to be genuine. And in it for a long-term relationship with that one girl you wanted. But guess what? People in your community are still going to remember and still going to be talking about you. Especially when many people know who you are in your local area. And because of your past experiences and behaviors, it can still affect you and afterwards. People still don't trust you. It doesn't stop the factor that your reputation is destroyed, and now that you missed out on that high-value, innocent girl because of it. That's very shameful, and sometimes you don't know better. I have personally had very serious cases where I ended up making a couple girls very uncomfortable over the years in my adult life. And no, it's definitely not my looks. I was a big weirdo, for real. I've done things that I should not have done, and I cried very hard on that case. A few years later, I come across her at the nightclub that I used to work at, and she still looked at me weird. History and timing is a very big thing. That moment in memory is there forever. Now, if it hadn't been for that case of me being weird, she would have been okay with me. When I was working at the club, I was a pretty good-looking dude. Like I think I was about a 7 or so. But probably be like a 6 or 6.5 a few years before that. I know it's not looks. I hate these black pillars always saying that it's always your looks that makes her comfortable. It's other things as well. When you're dealing with more innocent or higher quality women. I also hate these red pillars for trying to implement their stupid tactics and mindset that never works for genuine relationships. Anyway, that will be it for this video. Please press like and subscribe and comment. Signing off.